All right, Mr. Nichols is present. Mr. Rojas, you're present with Sir U. Joby Wells. And Mr. Wells was previously in court. Let me pull this up real quick. Hold on. Has 2 motions to revoke unadjudicated probation on probation in each of those cases for aggravated assault with a deadly weapon. Let's see. In those motions, pled true to counts 3, 4, and 6. I've received an updated pre-sentence report as well as some jail incident reports that everyone should have been given copies of. Has everyone received all of that?
We have, yeah. Yes, Your Honor, we have.
And these cases are both, I want to make sure I said it right, they're aggravated assault, family violence. They're both first-degree felonies, deferred probations.
That's
and
not correct, Your Honor.
It's not?
One is a non-family violence, and one is a second-degree family violence.
Okay, so in that motion, was that wrong then? It's aggravated on?
I believe so, Your Honor.
Okay.
Mr. Ross and I actually double-checked this morning.
Okay.
It under the code and under an indictment and under the original plea papers, it's a second degree.
Both of them are second degrees,
Yes,
2 to 20 range. There was no agreement. And does anyone have any additions or corrections to that pre-sentence report?
No, Your Honor.
Mr. Rojas, does the state have witnesses with regard to those other counts?
Yeah, they do, Your Honor.
I'm sorry?
I believe they do.
Oh, did I say Mr. Rojas? Mr. Nichols, does the state have? Thank
I do,
you.
Your Honor.
You may call your first witness.
State calls Officer Stevenson.
Good morning, sir.
Morning.
If you'll please raise your right hand. Do you swear or affirm the testimony you're going to give in this hearing will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God? Thank you, sir. You can have a seat. You may proceed.
Thank you, Your Honor. Good morning, Officer. Could you give your full name for the court reporter, please?
Officer Sean Stevenson,
And how do you spell Sean?
SEAN,
Would you pull that microphone down too?
And
Is it on?
green lights,
Okay, perfect.
And Stevenson, is that with a V or PH?
a V.
Okay, thank you. And how are you employed, sir?
Sir,
How are you employed?
I'm a police officer with the police department.
How long have you worked for Beaumont Police?
Approximately 15 months.
And during that time, have you worked on patrol?
Yes, sir.
When did you complete the field training and all that?
December 15th.
2024?
Yes, sir.
And so during the month of April of 2024, what were your job duties? What were you doing for Beaumont Police?
I was on patrol. I was in the FTO phase. That was phase 2.
And who was your supervisor or training officer?
Officer Simpson.
Okay, and did y'all have reason to respond to a call in the early hours of April 13th, 2024 in the city of Beaumont?
Yes, sir.
What part of the city did you respond to?
That was the north end.
Do you recall what street?
Maida, I believe.
And Maida, is that in the city of Beaumont?
Yes, sir.
And that's in Jefferson County, Texas?
Correct.
So what was the nature of the call?
A lady called and said that her ex-boyfriend was harassing her.
And when y'all arrived on Maida Street, what did you encounter? What did you find?
There was a black male matching the description that she'd given dispatchers, and we made contact with him.
About what time of the morning was this? Do you remember?
This was in the early hours of the morning.
Around 2 a.m.?
Yes, sir.
This individual you encountered, was he wearing anything unusual?
Right off the bat, this isn't some minor slip-up. We're talking aggravated assault with a deadly weapon, a second-degree felony in Texas. That means prison time is very much on the table here. Viewers, do you think probation should even be an option in a case like this?
He was described as wearing all black clothing, and that's what this individual was wearing.
Did you identify him?
Yes, sir.
And what was his name?
Joby Wells.
Do you see Joby Wells in the courtroom today?
I do.
Can you point him out for me and tell me something he's wearing?
Sitting right there in the orange jumpsuit.
Your Honor, may the record reflect this witness has identified the defendant, Joby Wells.
The record will so reflect.
And so when you encountered Mr. Wells, did he explain what he was doing in the street on Maida?
I believe so.
What did he tell you?
He said he was there to talk to this lady, the complainant.
Did it seem unusual to you that he was in that area at that time?
Not at the time, I'd never met him before.
As y'all investigated, what did you find out?
Excuse me. He was her ex-boyfriend, and he had allegedly called her numerous
Objection
times.
here, say your honor.
Overruled, go ahead.
Did you, and she reported that he had been calling her multiple times, is that correct?
Yes,
Did you verify that anyway?
I did.
How'd you do that?
He gave us permission to view his phone logs, and he had made several calls to her phone, and hers also showed many calls.
So he allowed you to view his phone?
Yes, sir.
And do you recall about how many calls he made to her number?
Approximately 41, I believe.
All that same evening and early morning?
I believe they might have started the day before.
Okay. But about 40 within one day, is that accurate?
Yes, sir.
And was there a certain number that he called her from?
He called her from his registered number, and then was believed that some calls came from numbers that weren't necessarily.
Objection, speculation, your honor.
Overruled.
Go ahead, officer. When you reviewed her phone, what did it appear the numbers came from?
Many of the calls said no caller ID, I believe, but some came from his phone.
Okay. And when you made your stop of Mr. Wells on Maida Street, and while you conducted your investigation, were you wearing a body camera?
I was.
And was it working properly that night?
Yes, sir.
And did it make an accurate recording of your interactions with the defendant, Joey Wells, and Miss Unique Banks?
Yes, sir.
And I'm sorry, was Unique Banks the complainant that's called?
Correct.
And you spoke with both of these people yourself?
Yes, sir.
And have you had a chance to review a recording of your body camera this morning?
Yes, sir.
May I approach your honor?
Yes, sir.
Showing you I've marked for purposes of this hearing, State's Exhibit 1, it's a thumb drive. Do you recognize this?
Yes, sir.
And is this the recording you reviewed this morning?
I believe so.
The State's Exhibit 1, does it contain a accurate, fair recording of your body camera?
Yes, sir.
Your Honor, I'll offer in evidence State's Exhibit 1, place record.
Objection.
It's admitted.
And so the timestamp at the top indicates about 2:15 in the morning. Is that accurate?
Yes, sir.
So at 2:15 in the morning, he stated to y'all that he was over there trying to seek explanation from somebody about some differences they had. Is that accurate?
Yes, sir.
And was that other person a friend or boyfriend of Unique Banks?
I believe it was a friend.
Okay. And now, Officer Stevenson, when you encountered Joby Wells, did he ever explain how he got to Maida?
I don't recall.
Okay. Do you recall a home address that he gave you?
I believe he said it was on Vincent.
And Vincent is the far north end of Beaumont, isn't that correct?
I believe so.
And did he drive to this location?
I believe so.
Okay. Did y'all locate his vehicle?
Notice how the prosecutor wastes no time establishing credibility. They're painting a picture of a rookie officer who followed procedure step by step, which makes it harder for the defense to poke holes later.
Yes, sir. It was located nearby.
Okay. At this point, were y'all aware that Mr. Wells was on probation?
We were not.
And did y'all have any information as to whether or not he'd been told to stay away from this person and this address on Maida?
No, sir.
There's more of this video, but I think that's enough for the court. Officer Stevenson, based on the information you gathered from Mr. Wells and from Unique Banks, was he charged with harassment?
Yes, sir.
Did you and Officer Simpson believe that he had made repeated communications with Ms. Banks with the intent to embarrass in any way or harm her?
Yes, sir.
And you yourself viewed the call logs on her phone, as we see here, and you also viewed his call logs indicating that he had made those phone calls. Isn't that correct?
Yes, sir.
Thank you, Officer Stevens. I'll pass it over to Sheriff.
Thank you, Mr. Nichols. Mr. Rojas?
Morning, Officer Stevenson. When you looked at these call logs, did you see, please wait on the phone to see if phones are incoming or they're outgoing, right?
Yes, sir.
Did you take a look at the phone, see how many calls were actually outgoing from his phone or outgoing from her phone?
I remember a lot of incoming calls from her phone. I'm not really sure about that.
Okay. You're not sure, but...
I don't recall.
Okay. So there could have been some from her to him that you just don't recall, those are there.
There could have been.
Okay. So there's a lot of this could have been back and forth, him texting her and her texting back to him, anything like that.
It could have been.
Okay. Or calling each other back and forth. Did anybody, once you got back to the police station, did anybody go back through his phone? I assume you took his phone into evidence?
I believe so.
Do you know of anybody back at the police station who went back and looked at his phone to verify how many calls were coming from his phone, or how many calls were going from his phone to hers, and how many calls were coming from her phone to his?
I don't know if that happened.
Okay. If it happened, you didn't do it?
Correct.
Okay. In the video, Mr. Wells talks about he's there to talk to a person. He actually says he, right? He's there to talk to a man.
Correct.
Okay. Did you ask Mr. Wells which apartment he was going to go talk to this man?
I don't recall.
Okay. You never verified that it was actually, I see number 211 up there. That's the one that Miss Banks came out of, right?
Correct.
You never confirmed with Mr. Wells whether that's the apartment he was going to?
Correct, I did not.
Okay, so he could have been going to talk to a man at another apartment.
Yes, sir.
And we also heard Miss Banks in that video talk about how I think a week before she had actually taken Mr. Wells to a plasma center.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So there's evidence that at least a week before she and he were on good terms.
Correct.
And if he's harassing her a week before, she's not going to take him to the plasma center, right?
Possibly.
Um,
41 calls in one night. That's not just persistence, that's harassment on steroids. Question for you: if someone blew up your phone 41 times, would you see it as lovesick desperation or straight up stalking?
all these calls that Ms. Banks says that she received on her phone, did she say that she ever picked any of them up?
I don't recall if she said that.
She never said that she answered, or you don't recall that she answered any of those calls?
Correct, I don't recall.
Okay. Do you recall her saying that she ever talked that night to Mr. Wells on the phone?
I don't recall.
Now, did you go through his phone and her phone and match up every single call to make sure that the calls that were on her phone, every call that was on her phone was also on his phone? Did you do that with every call?
No, sir.
Did you count the number of, you mentioned earlier that somebody had, I think the number you said was 41 calls? Approximately. Was that on his phone or her phone?
Her phone.
Did you go back and count the number of calls on his phones?
I don't recall.
Okay. That's all I have.
Thank you, Mr. Rojas.
Officer Stephen, your call when Mr. Nichols just rewound that video you were looking at Ms. Banks' cell phone. She was going through all the numbers that came through. She said no caller ID, no caller ID, and then that's where the 713 starts. Do you remember that?
Yes, sir.
She was referring to a phone number from the area code 713.
Yes, sir.
And then when you got Mr. Wells' phone number, his number is 409 area code, right?
Correct.
That's all I have.
Thank you. Anything else, Mr. Nichols?
Just real quick, Judge. And when you reviewed her phone, and he admitted that he called and went over there, there weren't any incoming calls from the 409 number he gave you, were there?
I don't believe so.
Thank you, Officer Stevenson.
Thank you. Anything else?
No, you're.
Thank you, sir.
Yes, ma'am.
You're free to go. Do you
Oh,
want?
Rachel Lopez, Your Honor.
All right.
And Your Honor, for the record, I've had my investigator contact Ms. Banks, spoke with her last week. She indicated she would be here this morning. She's not answered the phone. It's gone straight to voicemail. She's not appeared as she stated she would.
All right. Any other witnesses?
No, Your Honor, stay rest.
Mr. Rojas, any witnesses?
No, Your Honor.
Okay, so then with regard to counts, well, let's see, we've got count 1. I am going to find that there was sufficient evidence based on the testimony of the officer as well as his body cam to find count 1 true. I am going to find count 2, find that there was sufficient evidence based on Ms. Lopez's testimony as well as that of the officer and his body cam, that count 2 is also true. Was there testimony about number 5? There was.
Yes,
She
ma'am.
testified. I am going to find also count 5 based on Ms. Lopez's testimony, count 5 true. Count 3, 4, and 6 were true pleas by Mr. Wells. So at this time, all counts are true. Mr. Rojas, I will let you go forward with argument.
Thank you, Judge. Mr. Wells would like another chance on probation, Judge. As Mr. Nichols pointed out, he was here previously on a prior motion to revoke for the family assault. At
Can
that
you,
point,
hang on just a second. Would y'all take that down? I want to make sure that it's easier for Ms. Tanner if we're back up there also, make sure that it's working right. Okay, it shows it's on.
Here's the defense strategy chip away at the investigation's thoroughness. They're basically saying, hey, if the cops didn't double check every single log, how can we trust their conclusion? Smart move, but will it stick?
Yep. Okay, go ahead. Sorry.
As I said, he was here for the previous motion to revoke, as Mr. Nichols pointed out. At that point, 100-day sanctions were ordered. I don't know if it was at that point or another point, but at some point he was ordered to go to ISF. He was placed in holding at the county jail, and for whatever reason, I guess the bed never opened up, and he was released. So he never got the benefit of ISF. And from what I can see, the reason for going, it was going to be the cognitive track. The reason for going to ISF was so that he could make better life decisions on who to hang out with, how to deal with these personal situations. He never got the benefit of ISF, and it's not through any fault of his own. It just, I'm assuming a bed never opened up because he was sitting in jail waiting to go. I just don't think it's right to punish him for us not getting him the help that we were trying to get him last time. He's telling me that if he were released on probation, he has a job set up in Midland to go work in the oil fields. His uncle is a supervisor at the oil fields. I think there's some classes or some training he needs to go through in order to get a license. Once he gets that license, his uncle is going to give him that job. Of course, if you were to let him stay on probation, you have to go to ISF first, get all that taken care of, and then go to Midland. But I think that probably would be to his benefit to get away from the people around here and get a fresh start over in a different environment. And that's what we're asking to do, Judge. Let him stay on probation, get to ISF, get all that behind him, and start a fresh life in Midland.
This is huge. The complaining witness didn't even show up in criminal cases that can totally change the weight of the evidence. So what do you think? Without her testimony, should the case collapse, or can the officer's body cam carry it?
Thank you, Mr. Rojas. Mr. Nichols?
Your Honor, I think unleashing Mr. Wells on another county would be an incredible injustice and disservice to those people. Judge, he is on probation for 2 counts of aggravated assault for ramming an ex-girlfriend and her then boyfriend with his vehicle. And I want to draw the court's attention to the original PSI, where the complaining witness in that case, and her version of events states not just about him ramming their car, but that the day this happened, she had broken off their relationship.
Classic closing plea. The defense is playing the second chance card, promising steady work and a better future. But here's the dilemma: how many chances should someone get after violating probation again and again?